Eddie Gramp's battle with an incurable brain tumor ended Sunday as he passed away peacefully in his Rexburg home. His wife, Mary Grampp, wrote on Facebook that his wonderful parents stood by my side around Eddie as we all marveled in knowing and feeling Eddie is finally free. We knew all of the dear and wonderful family and friends he was being reunited with. Most of all, we knew our sweet McKaylee Belle was with her daddy once again. Oh, what a reunion that must have been. The world came to know the Grampps weeks ago after EastIdahoNews.com published a story about Eddie. He reached out and asked me to meet with him before his death. I went to the Grampps home in Rexburg the next day, and Eddie told me about his wish to have an animated film based on Rumpelstiltskin made in McKaylee's honor. Eddie worked as an animator for Disney, Nickelodeon, and other production companies. In 2015, while the Grampps were living in California, he returned home from work one day and pulled into the underground parking garage of their townhouse complex.
I was driving home from work and parked in front of our garage, and it was opening. And my 3-year-old daughter, McKaylee, was excited to see me, and so she ran down into the garage to see me and ran in front of my van, and I didn't see that she was there because she was so tiny she didn't even go above the door to the window level. And there was an accident, and she ended up passing away that day. And so that's why I vowed to do it in her honor, is because a lot of me has, felt guilt about what happened, but I just really wanted to do something beautiful in her honor.
4 months before McKaylee was born, Eddie was diagnosed with glioblastoma, a highly aggressive brain tumor. The average life expectancy for someone with glioblastoma is 12 to 18 months, but Eddie defied the odds. Mary said, "It's been almost 13 years of battling the beast of brain cancer, a glioblastoma. But what this beast didn't realize was that Eddie would be its greatest opponent ever." After McKaylee's death a decade ago, Eddie was determined to get an animated film made in her honor. Over the years, he launched a website and met with potential investors and others to help push his Rumpelstiltskin project forward.
It was the end of the harvest season in the Kingdom of Fortuna. The prince, Leonardo, or Leo for short, and his servants were busy with last-minute preparations for the harvest ball.
In 2023, a Secret Santa heard the Grampps were still driving the van involved in the accident that resulted in the death of their daughter. He asked the EastIdahoNews.com team to surprise the family with an SUV.
Oh my gosh, what is this?
That's the key to your new Toyota Highlander. It's out in your driveway.
Amazing.
Since EastIdahoNews.com posted Eddie's story 10 days ago, it's been read by hundreds of thousands of people around the world, and several people with ties to the film industry have reached out to the Grampps. Mary said, "I'm not quite sure how to do this life without him here. What started out as true and deep friendship turned into the sweetest love we both have ever experienced."
I'm so glad that God put her in my life, because
He's so sweet.
By and far the best thing that has happened to me. And if getting brain cancer was the only way that I could have met her and been with her, then I still have gotten the better deal out of it all.
Eddie was 41 and leaves behind 2 sons and a daughter whose hearts are breaking, but are holding on to the peace they are feeling, trusting and leaning on the sure moments to come throughout their life of feeling their dad close. Mary said, "After Eddie passed away, and while I laid by his side, I played our songs, pondering so many memories from the last 21 years, our 20-year anniversary is in May, and feeling so grateful that I am part of the greatest love story ever told." Funeral details are being planned and will be announced this week. Nate Eaton, EastIdahoNews.com.